Let me ask you about election interference. I know there was a briefing. My colleague Ken Delanian has a story out with this headline. Democrats say Trump, election czar, isn't telling the whole story about Russian interference. What do you fear the whole story is?
Well, I was briefed yesterday on election security threats that we have. And there is a threat in particular that is specific, concerted, and we have credible information about its goals and intent. And we want the whole Congress to receive this briefing. I'm very concerned, though, that today the president's administration put out a statement that you have China and Russia and Iran, and they're all interfering, and gave this false equivalence to them. And Nicole, this would be like if a meteorologist saw that there was going to be snowflakes in the Rockies, a lightning storm in the Midwest, and a Category 5 hurricane to hit the East Coast, and just put out an alert that there's going to be a weather event this weekend. That is the equivalent of what they have done, I think, to politically protect the president.
Is the credible threat that you're talking about, that you've asked for Christopher Wray, the FBI director, to offer a defensive briefing on, is it one that is classified that you can't talk to the public about?
That's right.
But is it connected to what we see Senator Ron Johnson's committee up to?
Well, what is accurate is in the statement that was put out today is Russia continues to interfere in our elections. That was in the statement today. We know Russia has interfered in the past. I can't go into any of the specifics about which country we are referring to, but we have an opportunity just about the same time that we were starting to learn in 2016 about what Russia was doing, to stop a foreign country from really involving itself in our elections and also laundering misinformation through Congress. And we can push that big red button to stop them. And right now, I'm afraid that the way the administration is proceeding is to just say, well, everyone is interfering, and that's just not accurate.
Well, and I guess if you go back, Fiona Hill testified before your committee in the impeachment investigation that Russia's efforts at disinformation are ongoing, and she was pretty forceful in saying she wouldn't be a part of that. Do you view Russia's efforts, as Fiona Hill does, as ongoing?
Yes, and Christopher Wray does too. He told the Judiciary Committee just before the pandemic at a public hearing that Russia continues to seek to interfere in our elections. And I believe the best way to deal with any country that has any goal or intent to interfere in our election and has continues to do so, is to name and shame them and make sure the American people know what they are doing. And so that's what we are asking for, at least the Congress to know the details of the threat, the whole Congress. And Chairman Schiff is, working to make sure that that happens.
What do you realistically expect to get from Attorney General Barr when he heads up to Capitol Hill on this topic?
Well, we'd first liked him to just show up. He's the only attorney general in recent history who has not testified to the House Judiciary Committee. So we want him to show up. We have a lot of questions about the president's abuse of power, that he is essentially acting as the president's fixer now. He is in the Michael Cohen seat, so to speak. The problem is that the president didn't pay Michael Cohen with taxpayer dollars, and Bill Barr is being paid with taxpayer dollars to help protect the president's friends and punish his enemies. I was concerned by the court yesterday that said that Michael Cohen was put back into prison out of a retaliatory action. And this is in the same month that we learned that Roger Stone's sentence was commuted by the Justice Department, despite prosecutors saying that he deserved the sentence he got and that Bill Barr was a part of commuting that sentence. So a lot of questions about what he's doing for Donald Trump and putting Trump first rather than the American people first.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.